Hey there, everybody. This is Dave. COVID Dave, as I've been calling myself. I'm trying to figure out, what to do with my online presence. Every time you see my hair, it's an absolute disaster. And I really just got out of shower not too long ago. Finished up the dishes. Now I'm out my garage. Here's a different angle of my garage. Current project is this, though. See here, kind of ruined it. Lighting's not perfect in my garage yet, but whatever. You can see bright light. Anyway, I've been carving on this and, on my quarantine, enjoying myself, having a good time. Walk the dogs a couple times a day. Saw not so many people out in their cars. More people probably than normal on this time of the day for a Thursday, walking in the cemetery. Again, small groups of people, one, two people, sometimes three, all appear to be when they're in those kinds of small groups. Family, husband, wife, teenage daughter, sometimes groups of four, husband, wife, two kids, things like that. Never more than four, though. Across the street from me today, the neighbors had a new baby boy, and they had a party, a get together, and they were all took a big walk around the neighborhood. I don't know, people walking around the neighborhood, group of 12, 13, 14 people. I don't know how many people were there, but during this time of social distancing, if I had a newborn, I would not be doing that. You may. I have a teenager, a 13-year-old that's ready to turn 14 here in a couple weeks. And he's kind of upset that, he's not going to be able to see friends or do a whole lot on those days. I'm not real sure what else to say. It's been quiet. I certainly, as I've been writing in my blog, not just my vlog, here on YouTube, but on my blog, you can check that out. I've been trying to put the link in the comments, but I don't always do that. And I just hard to show you what I'm doing here. I just got my face cam on my camera. I did get to go outside and take a Pokemon walk and ride today. That was fun. Did catch a shiny Trico. That was a pretty exciting part of my day today. I'm just trying to fine tune around this coping. Well, it wasn't. I'm sorry, not a coping blade. That could be a coping blade. I don't know exactly what kind of a blade you call it. I'm not that well versed in types of blades yet and identifying them. If I look them up and see them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it is and whatnot. But just using this little set that my sister gave me for Christmas to make some fine tuning around the blade where it would actually, kind of slip joint. This is a slip joint. It's a replica of this actual knife right here, a Kissing Crane abalone handle. And this is supposed to be a replica of this. It's a slip joint, meaning it doesn't lock. It just holds itself into place. Really, really nice knife. Thanks to my friend BG. I'm friends with him in real life and on social media, but it's a really, really cool knife. I need to put some time on the blades, though. It is pretty sharp. It'll cut a piece of paper pretty nicely here, and this would actually work pretty well for what I'm trying to do right now and shave this down. But and wow, that does work very nice. Wow, man, that's awesome. That really is awesome. Yeah, so do any of you guys out there carve, have knives, have an interest in knives? I certainly do. It's something that I used to do as a child when I was in Boy Scout, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, and I'd whittle on pieces of wood and do different things with my little Boy Scout knife. I'm not sure that it was an official Boy Scout knife, but regardless, I enjoyed that time I'd spent working with that knife, and I'm so glad that my friend brought me back two knives because they're very fun. And now that I'm older and have the patience to do things like this, and I don't know, the foresight to sit down and plan it out in my mind at least. And I think the next step when I do my next carving of a knife, if you will, is to maybe plan it out on paper, at least sketch it out and get a better idea before I put knife to wood. This is how I've been spending a lot of time of mine during my COVID-19 quarantine. What I really want to know is how you've been spending that time. What have you been doing? Are you to work? My job's not essential, so I haven't been to work. I've been spending a lot of time setting up some social media. Started a blog. I think I mentioned that earlier, and it's cool. It's fun. It's getting some views. My kids are like, "Oh, you don't have a million." I'm like, "Dude, it doesn't. You don't get a million views in a day. You don't get a million views in 30 seconds." I was making a video in the kitchen while the family was in the living room, and I heard my wife. She's like, "Is that in there recording again?" And that's why I was making the video. And I don't think it'll affect the quality of the video, but for sure, they're probably going to get sick of this vlog. They may not. I don't really care. It's for me. If they want to be in it, they can. If they don't want to be in it, they don't have to. Certainly, it's helped me journal what I've been doing and my thoughts. And, I don't know that I'm scared, but, I certainly think that there's a lot more going on that we're being told, and obviously I think you should know that. And if you don't know that, then you're just a brainwashed sheep. If you're, Bernie this or Trump that, or F Trump because I like Bernie, or screw the Republicans, dude, or screw the Democrats, you're feeding into exactly what they want us to do. They don't want us focused on the real issues, how they're trying to control us. But it's regardless. Pay attention. Wake up, man. Wake up. Seriously, I can't say it more than enough. I say it to my kids. I say it to my wife. And I was a part of the problem for a long time. I was a school teacher, and not that I think school teachers are 100% necessary to educate people so they can add, subtract, multiply, divide, read. That's about it. I think that's all that where you should be required to do, is make sure people can do those things, and if they can do those things, then the rest is on them. I'm not here to pontificate on what is and isn't, politically right or politically incorrect. A lot of people are going to say, "Dave, what's your deal?" And I'm like, I really don't know. I try to, let everybody live their lives and not judge. Raising 3 kids in this world today, and man, there's so many things. And if you know me, you may know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I may get into that another video. I how many of your guys' kids watch YouTube? I mean, seriously, just watch YouTube all the time, or like, I'm like, dude, it's in here I am making a video, how ironic, that's going to be put on YouTube that people are going to watch. Like, but the YouTubers that kids watch, they're just annoying, and they narrate their lives. I mean, seriously, I know that's what I'm doing now. I'm having a monologue here with you, and hopefully, some people watch this. And if not, you, I don't really care, man. I am who I am. But as we move through this together, this COVID-19, stay safe. Take it seriously. I mean, if history shows us anything, that these things can overwhelm our healthcare systems. They can. And what we need to do is we need to flatten that curve by staying away from each other and not being out and making 3 trips to the store in one day. Make sure you get it all. Honest to God, I smoke cigarettes, and I buy 2 packs. Used to buy 2 packs at a time. I never wanted to spend the money on a carton of cigarettes. It's a lot of money, and makes me really sad at how much they cost and how much money I actually spend on them that could go to my family. But regardless, okay, my wife's like, "Why don't you go out and buy a whole carton of cigarettes, so you're not running out every 2 days? It'll be every 5 days, or if you can stretch it out, maybe even longer." Okay, or 10 days. I'm sorry, 10 days, because there's 10 yeah, I don't smoke 2 packs a day. I smoke at most 1 pack a day. And the more time I spend out here in this space, the more I smoke cigarettes, because I'm away from the family and I don't smoke in the house. If I spend more time in the house, I smoke less. Any of you people out there smokers? Let me know. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, do whatever you want. Stay safe, everybody. Peace and love.